What's up guys, we're finally back. For those who didn't know, my computer was having overheating issues, so I couldn't do much on it, but it seems to be fixed now, hopefully at least, because I missed out on quite a bit of things to cover. But yeah, with that, we are officially 2 days away from new suit reveals, 3 days until we can preload the game, 6 days until reviews for the game fully drop, and 10 days until the game is out. What a time to be alive, guys, am I right? Like, we were just bitching about, like, you know, what the fuck's going on with the game literally 4 to 5 months ago. Now here we are, 10 days away from official release for Marvel Spider-Man 2. It's been an exciting year covering the game, talking, theorizing, speculating about it with you guys. But enough reminiscing, let's get into today's video where we are actually going to be talking about new character info, new map info, and a new screenshot, and a couple other things too. So first, we will actually start off with some cool promo stuff where we have spotted some dope ass, like, you know, 3D billboards in LA and New York City. So yeah, let's get into that. We're actually going to switch over to here onto my computer. Hello. So as you can see, it says Marvel Spider-Man 2 PS5 has taken over 3D billboards all over the world. Here they are spotted in LA and New York City. Have you seen them out in the wild yet? So let's see. So I think this is Los Angeles. So let's full screen that real quick, start from the beginning. So yeah, this is the CGI trailer. I did make a video on it. I didn't make a video on it on like the full one when it fully released, but it's basically the same thing. It's probably extended by like a second or two. But yeah, this is pretty cool. As you can see right here, Venom kind of pops out of the screen. That's pretty fucking sick. That shit's dope as fuck. They pull him back and then they jump out as if, like, you know, they're like right there on the ledge. That's pretty fucking sick. I love that. Pretty cool. And then, so I'm pretty sure that was LA. This has to be New York because there's so many fucking people here. But yeah, pretty much the same thing, different angle, different place. This one, the 3D looks kind of better a little bit, but the other one like popped out a little more. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, pretty cool stuff. Moving on now, we're actually going to be going over the character posters, so let's go over those. Let's start off with Haley Cooper, community activist, street artist, and one of Miles' closest friends. She's creative, funny, intelligent, and compassionate, especially if you ask Miles. Okay, interesting. So they're clearly setting something up between, you know, Miles and this girl Haley, right? I don't mind, honestly. It is what it is. Hopefully it's just written good, you see. And like, from what I can remember, this girl can't talk or is deaf. I forgot which one, but I know she speaks with like sign language or whatever. So that will be an interesting aspect. Obviously Miles can communicate with her via sign language as well. So that will be pretty interesting to see, you know, how that relationship builds and unfolds throughout the game, hopefully, you know. So yeah, we'll see on that. I don't mind, it is what it is, kind of, you know. They look cool together. We got Rio Morales, Miles' mom. Some know her as Miles' cool mom, but most know City Councilwoman Rio Morales for her tireless work to make New York a better and safer place. So yeah, Miles' mom, not really sure what to talk about. I don't know, there's not much to talk about here. It's Miles' mom. We do know she's going to be talking to Peter at some point, or Spider-Man. I don't know if she knows Peter's Spider-Man yet, though. We know she knows Miles is Spider-Man, but does she know Peter's Spider-Man? Probably, but I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll see when that happens. So yeah, there's that. Then we got Mary Jane. Why does this face look so creepy? Anyway, Mary Jane Watson. She isn't just a reporter for the Bugle, she's also an integral member of the Spider Team, showing that heroes don't need superhuman abilities. So yeah, that's cool. Honestly, what is MJ gonna be doing in this game besides reporting? Because like, obviously, like, you know, she had the entire arc in the first game of like, oh, like, you know, I'm not a damsel in distress. I refuse to be a damsel in distress. I'm not made of glass, you know, whatever, all that good stuff. She made that abundantly clear to Peter. So it's like how is she gonna be helping in this game, especially against like Craven and like the symbiote and shit like that? Like, I don't know. Definitely she's gonna be a damsel in distress at some point in this game, and she's gonna get humbled, I think. But yeah, I'm also excited to, you know, just see exactly how the relationship between Peter and MJ is gonna like break and then come back together hopefully by the end of the game. So yeah, we'll see how that unfolds. October 20th. Next, Genki Lee, Miles' best friend, confidant and partner in heroism. Genki was the second person Miles told about the whole Spider-Man thing. He was? Yeah, that's right, he was the second. It's like coincidental, but like it's also just the nature of these characters and stuff, how Miles just kind of told Pete first, you know? Because like how the fuck do you tell Spider-Man first that you got spider powers now, you know? But I won't lie though, like when watching that cutscene when I was replaying the game for my remastered series, which by the way, go check that out, top right corner or top right corner, whichever side. It's just how shit like this works or whatever, but I think they at least wrote it pretty well to where like it seemed to come off naturally, you know? Next, the menace of all of this shit that's going on in this universe. Norman Osborn, Harry's dad, co-founder of the world's biggest tech company and disgraced former mayor of New York. He's a pathological liar, but he would do anything to help Harry. Alright, so Norman Osborn. Okay, there's a couple interesting things to point out here, right? Alright, so hear me out. Obviously this guy is fucked up in the head, right? And like he's a douchebag. We'll be honest, but we gotta feel bad for him, just a little bit. And again, hear me out, right? Obviously, you know, in the first game we had the entire thing with Otto or whatever, where he just had his foot on his neck, just fucking like, you know, stomping Otto out in the fucking first game, right? Then we had the entire fucking Martin Lee origin story of Mr. Negative. That shit was fucked up. Bro was experimenting on a kid. So yeah, the Otto, Lee, fucking the devil's breath shit, even though like that wasn't intentional and not entirely his fault, but it kind of was his fault obviously, because you know it's what he was making, but he did everything he could to hide that shit. He had like an underground lab facility or whatever and shit that almost nobody knew about. It took like quite a while to figure out where exactly it was, but ultimately he was doing all this to cure Harry because, you know, he wants to save his son type shit. So like as far as that, you know, like we gotta feel bad for my boy a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. But yeah, that's that. So let's move on to speak of the devil, Harry Osborn. So Norman Osborn's son. He has been away for the last few years dealing with the same disease that killed his mom, but he's back with a new lease on life. Okay. So you see, my thing, you know, I just thought of this too, actually. It's even more sad for Norman, kind of, because like when you think about it, Norman is trying to save his son from the same disease that not only killed Harry's mom, but Norman's wife or girlfriend, whichever she was at the time. So like you gotta look at it from that perspective too, right? But the thing is, like, is Harry Venom, bro? Like, oh my god, bro, like, so dumb. I hope he's not, but like if he is, it is what it is. Fuck it, like whatever, you know. And like when I'm playing the game and shit, if come to find out Harry is Venom, I'll be like, all right, whatever. We'll see how the game ends, and I'll give my honest thoughts on it, you know, whether or not I fuck with it. And yeah, I still want Eddie? Yes, because again, like that's just who I grew up with as Venom, bro. Like that's all there is to it, you know what I mean? But also the thing is, right, actually no, we'll talk about that when we get to Venom in a bit. But yeah, I don't know, we'll see what happens when the game comes out, you know. And then if you look over here, it says call on old friends. Peter and Miles still have their ride or dies close at hand. Call on old friends to help fight new foes. So that's interesting. Will their bonds be strong enough to resist the force of fierce new villains? So we're gonna start off with Kraven. We do have, you know, new character bios for the villains, so let's start off with Kraven. Let's see, Kraven, a mysterious force of nature. Don't mind me, my eyes are itchy. It's unclear yet who this Kraven is. He and his teched out group of mercenaries are clearly here with a purpose. The Spider-Men just need to stop him before they find out what that is. So it's interesting, right? So obviously we know Kraven is here to hunt whoever, whatever, right? But like, is that all he's here for? They kind of just hinted, like, you know, he's here for a bigger purpose. What is that bigger purpose? Like, what could that possibly be? You know what I mean? I'm thinking like, I don't know, I'm not sure. Maybe it's Spider-Man, or maybe it's something else, I don't know. Keep in mind, or typically, he is related to Chameleon, so I don't know if we're gonna see Chameleon in this game. I did do like a kind of theory video on that, of like, if we could possibly see Chameleon in the game. Will we see Chameleon and Kraven, you know, meet up, catch up with each other, things along those lines, and maybe Chameleon's like, hey, we got Spider-Man in New York, I've dealt with him a couple times, be careful with him, you know, whatever. And then, you know, this obviously intrigues Kraven and is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking end this man's career or whatever, you know. Other than that, I'm not really sure what entirely Kraven is here for, other than to hunt like probably Lizard and like, you know, just whoever other than Spider-Man too. I'm not sure what the big picture of what he's here for is, so we'll see, unless it's just, again, just him purely hunting people. So we'll see what happens with that. Next, let's move on to Lizard. Dr. Connors the Lizard. Pete met the 10-foot tall, out-of-control Lizard in college. Nowadays, Dr. Connors has moved on from his past and is Harry Osborn's personal doctor. This is interesting, right? Because, right, I think it was Dr. Morgan Michaels, whichever it was, in Spider-Man PS4, it was confirmed that he was the family doctor. I don't know what the situation with that is after Spider-Man PS4, but seemingly now, right, Dr. Connors is Harry's personal doctor, you know, trying to figure out how exactly to cure this disease that Harry has that he probably got from his mom or whatever. I think Pete is what, 20? I don't remember how old he is. Hold on, let me see. So Peter currently is 25 right now in Spider-Man 2, I think, because Miles Morales takes place a year after Spider-Man PS4, and then Spider-Man 2 takes place 9 months after Miles Morales. So he's about 24, 25. The Lizard first happened in college. College typically 18 to 21, 22. So this happened. So Lizard first appeared like anywhere from like 7 to like 4 or 5 years ago, somewhere around there. So just for like a little timeline info for you guys. And you know, he's appearing again for the second time. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. And finally, the man, the myth, the legend, Venom. This hulking, powerful beast has arrived in New York like a twisted natural disaster. The city has seen a lot over the years, but nothing quite like this. Honestly, man, just tell me who it is at this point. Like, I don't even care for spoilers. You know, I might go out into the spoiler territory to find out who it is, because I'm genuinely curious. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it is Harry, but like, I'm gonna be disappointed at first until the end of the story and just kind of, you know, see like, okay, it was Harry, you know, I'll give my honest thoughts on it, whether I like it or not. And you know, depending on my thoughts on whether I like it or not, I'm going to be like, I fucking told y'all motherfuckers, Eddie should have been Venom. But you know, it is what it is. You feel me? It is what it is. You feel me? But you know, we'll see. We'll see when we get to it. You know, we'll see. Honestly though, I won't lie, I'm just glad Venom is in the game at all, and I'm also glad that they're making him, what seems to be at least, just purely a villain. You know, like I won't lie, I don't necessarily mind the entire anti-hero lethal protector shit that's going on in the movies and stuff like that. That's fine, because like typically with Venom, he's a villain at heart to just Spider-Man. Otherwise, he's an anti-hero or lethal protector. Sometimes he'll even team up with Spider-Man, but then afterwards it's like, nah, fuck you, we got beef, what's up, or whatever. It's kind of like he's basically Flash's reverse Thawne. Sometimes they'll team up, but otherwise they're mortal enemies. Well, actually, Reverse Flash wouldn't go out and save people, not typically, but you know, similar but different. Venom, when he's not, you know, trying to kill Spider-Man, he'll actually go out and save people and shit like that. He'll do it pretty violently. He'll kill people, or eat their heads, whatever, but like, he won't harm an innocent person though, you know what I mean? He'll save them. So I wouldn't mind if they have elements of that in this, but I don't think they're going to. But I think that's also, you know, just in general what like the movies are missing, the entire hatred for Spider-Man part. Moving on, we got the map. So this is like the entire map, everything in it is explorable that's in here. or whatever. We got some locations that we're gonna be able to visit. I think some info on these locations, so let's go over those real quick. So yeah, now let's go over the first one. So the first one is the Emily May Foundation, Manhattan's newest startup for those who want to heal the world. With Harry and Peter at the helm, the odds are definitely in their favor. So this is interesting, right? Because the thing is, what exactly are they doing here to heal the world? Obviously, you know, like, we have the leaks and stuff. If you've watched my video or whatever, we're not going to go into that in this video. But yeah, that's Harry's idea of healing the world or whatever, you know. But like, what were they originally trying to do and stuff like that, you know? So yeah, that'll be interesting to find out. Let's move on to the second one. Midtown High, the Forest Hills High School where Peter built his first Spider-Man suit. Will he sneak back in the chemistry lab to think up some brand new inventions? So this is pretty cool. And actually, you know what, now that I think about it, I don't know if it was confirmed. If it was, let me know down in the comments. But is Peter going to be teaching at Midtown High, or is he going to be teaching at his college? I don't know. I guess Midtown High would make the most sense, probably, because, you know, like, it's his first teaching job. He's starting as a teacher, so it would probably make sense for him to start at a high school or whatever. But yeah, I don't know, I guess we'll see. So that's cool. Let's move on to the third one. Aunt May in Peter's house. Peter's childhood home holds a lot of memories, both bitter and sweet. What clues to his past are hidden amongst the trinkets? So this is cool and exciting too, because like, my thing, right, is like, I love Spider-Man games where we're able to like roam, like free roam, and check out Spider-Man's like room, his house, whatever, and, you know, see like what memories and like clues to his past are. Like, Miles' game had that. I love that. That was pretty cool. I'm pretty sure the Amazing Spider-Man games had it too. I don't think the Raimi games had it. I could be wrong though. I guess correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Actually, yeah, comment down below what games had the ability to free roam Spider-Man's room and, you know, see like cool stuff in the room or apartment, house, whatever. So yeah, hopefully we're able to do the same in that. Obviously, you know, we're also going to see the entire story plot of like Peter trying to pay for this house, or maybe even consider selling it because maybe he's not able to afford it and stuff like that. But it'll be hard to do that because, you know, obviously this is his aunt's house. He grew up in it. He doesn't want to, you know, give away where he grew up at or whatever. But also, I think we're actually gonna see maybe more of Peter grieving Aunt May. I don't really think we've seen much of Peter grieve Aunt May in the first game that much, or the DLC for that matter either. So yeah, I don't know, we'll probably see some more of that here, which I would love to see. So yeah, there's that. Let's move on to the next one. Brooklyn Visions. This is where Miles goes to school. It says Miles aced a seriously tough test to bag a spot at his elite Brooklyn school. Here's hoping he and Genki don't get caught passing Spider-Man related notes in class. I wonder if we can go inside here and maybe, you know, see some cool records Miles broke or something. I don't know. And then finally, Coney Island. The iconic Brooklyn landmark is the perfect backdrop for an epic showdown. Will Miles and Peter bring a different kind of firework to the pier? So obviously, you know, they're teasing a showdown to happen here at Coney Island. My thing is, right, hear me out, right here we have water, right? This is all water right here, keep that in mind, right? So then if we go all the way around down here, this is water, right? All right, hear me out. This is sand right here, or beach, whatever. This is sand though, pretty much. We're fighting Sandman at Coney Island. I'm calling it right now. We're fighting Sandman at Coney Island. Okay, remember I said that. So yeah, that would be pretty cool. Also, don't mind me, but yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I'm excited to hopefully see Sandman in the game. We did have, you know, for spoilers for those of you, I guess, who didn't watch the trophy video about the leaked trophies, just skip like 30 seconds ahead or something. We had the Sandman trophy kind of thing or whatever that seems to hint to Sandman. So, you know, I think someone said there's a screenshot going around about it too of him, so I guess he's in the game. We'll see though. So yeah, there's that. That's cool. And then finally we got this screenshot. This may not be the best quality screenshot. I think there might be a better quality one. If there is and I found it, then that's good. But if not, and if it's the one that I'm looking at right now, it's not that good quality, but you know, it is what it is. This is an official screenshot of like in-game what the city looks like, with the advanced suit, of course. and the city looks pretty beautiful at night. Can't wait to check that out. So yeah, what did you think of all this great news? With that being said, I want to hear your opinion, so make sure to comment your thoughts down below so I can interact with you in the comments. Thank you for taking time out of your day to click on this video. If you're new to the channel, I cover Spider-Man related scoops, rumors, leaks, confirmations for Spider-Man media, and whatever else I happen to be interested in. So if any of that interests you, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. If you want more of this type of content, leave a like on the video. Don't forget to check out my latest video on the left if you haven't already. Hope you have had a good day and that you enjoyed the video. Until next time.